Hi there, I'm back. Looking for more delicious snacks, and we're on a bit of a seafood tip, shellfish specifically. I was driving by in the Queen Charlotte Sound. It's my last day here in the South Island for now, and I go to this little beach and I see some mussels and they look good. Now, I've eaten lots of mussels, but I didn't know exactly how to gather them or if there's stuff I should know. And as I was going to grab my camera, I ran into Peter, and the guy happens to work at a mussel farm in the area. It's a famous area here for mussels. So I got a little bit of intel from Peter to make sure I wasn't gonna poison myself, and it looks like we are golden. I'm looking at getting mussels today. Do you have any tips for me of what I'm going for?
Yeah, just anything off the rocks and that looks like it's nice and fresh and still alive. Yeah, you'll probably get black ones. There may be the odd green one, but yeah, anything down there should be good to eat.
What's the difference between the green-lipped ones and black ones?
Basically, the green-lipped ones are the native New Zealand ones, and I think the black ones are probably too, but they tend to harvest the greens for around the world, and they do tend to have better flavour and better growing rates, but a lot of people like blacks from here. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people eat them.
So yes, mussels are again a bivalve. They have two shells, unlike the paua, which just has one. And you're gonna find them growing all over New Zealand, especially the southern island. And you'll find them in clumps. It's easier at low tide to go and get them, because they'll be more out of the water and more accessible. Sometimes you'll see them growing all over rock and by the millions, and they're really, really tiny. So obviously you don't eat those. You go for the bigger ones, the bigger you can get. And some of them that I saw were all kind of crusted with weird shit, barnacles and that. So I got to ask Peter what the deal was with that as well.
Well, it's nice to have clean ones and that, you know, they cook a bit quicker and a bit more consistent, but the barnacle ones, if I've got them, just rub them off with a knife or something like that. Yeah, they'll cook just as good.
Great.
Yeah.
And do you know how fast they grow?
Generally on our farm mussels, they take about 18 months to go from babies up to production size.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about this area? Because I've noticed it's kind of famous for mussels here.
Yeah, not so much in this sound here. This is Queen Charlotte. They grow more of them over in the Pelorus, over towards Havelock, which is, they call the mussel capital of the world. They've got a sign there and all that, and they've just had their mussel festival there a couple of weeks ago. And it's everything to do seafood and mussels. But there are farms. If you come in on the ferry, you would have seen farms you would have come past. Yeah. Great.
So I am in the right place then.
For mussels.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And cooking wise, you said the easiest is a steaming style.
Yeah, just steam them, put a little bit of water or a bit of wine or something in a boiling pot, just steam them up, put the lid on tight, and when they just open up all nice, they're cooked.
All right, I think I can handle this. So.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
So we're running out of daylight as usual, but I'm gonna make this happen. It's mussel time. Okay, so they are over here, right in front of me, growing along this lovely rocky patch. Sun is going down fast. Whoa. Look, there they are. Yum. Look how tasty that is. So we want the biggest ones we can get. They're everywhere. Look, they're all over the map. The tide is coming in, but look at this. Look at these guys. The bigger, the better. Okay. If your feet are not tough, you might want shoes, because these barnacles will cut you up. But I've been living like a dirt rock surfer for the last few months, and my feet are good. So here's some nice size guys, pretty clean too. Yoink! And obviously you want the ones that are closed. The ones that are open are dead. And they might make you, well, puke and possibly, well, worse than puke. You know what I'm talking about. Oh! Oh, the tide. I'm getting damp. Okay. You can see them under the water here. That's why low tide is the choice. But I am going to take what I can get. Some underwater here. Ah, you just grab them and pull, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Pretty simple. Such a nice spot though. Might have to try to come here in the morning before the ferry comes. So you can see some of them are super crusty, so you can still eat them, but you might want to go for the clean ones like that guy there. So I think I've pretty much got my fill. I don't need a ton, I'm just on my own tonight. But yeah, looking good. I got some big ones, pretty stoked. So let's go steam them up. Oh. Okay, don't have white wine, but I do have garlic. Can't go wrong with garlic. And I wasn't even kidding you. Look at this. Mi goreng spicy ribs. I swear to God, I don't eat this shit normally. If I read the ingredients on the back, powder yeast, refined something, antioxidants, regulators, thickener, color 101. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing you really want to put in your body, but hey, it's experimenting, right? And here are the spoils of the day. Look at the size on some of these. Pretty damn good. And yeah, I do have one paua I scored this morning. So it is a regular seafood bonanza. Although we're focusing on these guys today. So some of them have this sort of feathery part on them. I'm gonna try to pull those off before I put them on the pot. You can see I picked relatively clean black ones, not a ton of barnacles on them, just to make my life a little easier. So I'm just gonna give them a quick rub-a-dub scrub. The Leatherman Wave, greatest tool. It'll be my garlic chopper. And Leatherman, yeah, if you want to sponsor this show, be in touch, please. Happy to buy your stuff, but hey. All right, time to chop up that garlic.
Keep it up.
Time to fire it up. Just a bit of water in the pot, steam them up. Getting kind of windy. I'm doing the mi goreng spicy beef ribs. Seasoning, also known as bumbu. Pure class. Don't worry, not gonna do all of it. Got my little broth going. I think that's getting pretty toasty. Time for some mussels. my power. I will have to deal with the power later. Oh yeah, probably need a lid. Here we go, friends. I'm still super stoked on the size. Woo! It's hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Yum party begins. In the pot, top goes on, and I think we're good. So we are seriously running out of light, but it shouldn't take long to cook, as Peter said. So here's the moment of truth. I'm right at the side of the road and people are slowing down, wondering what the hell I'm doing here. Okay, there is steam. I don't see them popping yet. Oh, look, there's one that popped. Oh, a couple of them popped. Now I kind of just want to wait and see them pop. Come on. Pop, pop. Oh, the big one popped. I just pulled out the ones that popped. Check it out. It's looking real good. Let's give these a try. Pretty damn good. Maybe I'll do it next time with white wine instead of mee goreng sauce, but anyway, that's incredible. Now, I thought I had just finished the episode, was enjoying my mussels, when all of a sudden, what happens? I pop one open, and I see something kind of weird inside. I didn't know what it was at first. It looked like a little spider almost. Very strange. It turns out it's like a little tiny crab, and I couldn't look it up at the time, but turns out it's called a New Zealand pea crab. It's a parasitic crab that lives inside the mussels, and they're completely reliant on their hosts for food and shelter. It's endemic to New Zealand, and it apparently can infect up to 70% of all the wild mussels. So it definitely weirded me out to see this strange little creature inside the mussel, and I wasn't even sure if I should eat them or not, but I ended up eating them. It was fine, I didn't die, and when I did a little bit of research, it turned out that supposedly George Washington himself, this was his favorite delicacy. So if it's good enough for George Washington, it's good enough for me, and maybe we'll have to do a full-on episode about the New Zealand pea crab another time. Anyhow, keep on eating, keep on exploring, keep on experimenting, and we'll see you next time.